this video done by Rage ASMR and Grace V. I think that Rage is the one who started this trend, or this trigger. I'm not sure, but so I will be talking a little bit about my neighbors today, a little tea, or what you want to call it. And today I thought that I would start by talking a little bit about not my my house, but the house in front of us. We don't live in like apartments that are like, I probably should have done some like an apartment complex, like one apartment. We live in like a long complex. It's one apartment like this, and everyone has their own lawn and outside space. I don't know what it's called in English, I'm so sorry, but then apartments are next to each other instead of on top of each other, okay? It's not easy, okay? So I'm just gonna start by putting on some concealer. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the house that is in front of me and my boyfriend's house. Where's my concealer though? There it is. So let's start with the house in front of mine and my boyfriend's. On the end there, there lives there's a guy who lives there. I think he lives alone, most likely. And he's just a very peculiar man, let's say that, very weird, very strange. And he's just very like, keeps to himself. He's not really a lot outside, what I can see. Like through our windows we can see like his entrance and so on, but like we never see him outside. And his garden is just very messy, and he's not very a tidy person, but he seems to be like very OCD, because he looks in the window all the time. He's peeking in his windows all the time, and he lives next to a stop sign, so he keeps track of who's stopping at the sign and who doesn't. And then, like, from what I've heard, every time he like talks to someone, he's like, yeah, that person didn't stop at the stop sign, and this person did that, and that person just did that, and it makes him so upset and whatever. And it's just, okay, dude, go ahead with that. And just very like thinking that people are like out to get him and things like that, because next to him is this kind of, I don't know what to call it, a community house. Like you can rent it for birthdays, weddings. Sometimes they have pub nights there. They have car meetings. Like it's like where people go to meet. And instead of parking, where he's supposed to park, he's parking by this community house, so he can see his car from his window. Because like 30-40 years ago, kids used to like, I don't know, mess with his car somehow, and like that totally messed him up, because now he has to like see his car all the time. So he's parking at the community house, because he thinks kids will mess with his car. But what he doesn't realize is that those kids must be like 35-40 years old today. Like they're not gonna mess with his car anymore. So that's really sad though, that he thinks that someone, and he's like driving 2005. It's like, what are people going to do to your car? Like, no one wants to steal that. I'm sorry, but no one wants to steal a 15-year-old car. So, it is what it is. Then, the apartment next to his is currently empty. There was a young couple living there before. I think they could have been in my age, like late 20s, early 30s, and they had a little kid. They had a little kid. So they moved out, but before, when they were still living there, one of my boyfriend's best friends lived next door to them. They shared a wall, and let's just say that this young couple used to have, show appreciation for one another very loud in the evenings. So my boyfriend's best friend had to like knock on the wall to get them to quiet down. It was just, oh my. So I think he was quite happy when they finally moved out. So that apartment is empty now, and then next to that empty apartment is my boyfriend's best friend, and then in the next apartment lives this old man. He's like over 80, lives by himself, smokes a lot inside the house, and just drinks a lot, I guess. And he has this younger guy that sometimes comes and just like hangs out with him. And then like earlier this summer when we can see his front door also through our kitchen window. We were like sitting and eating by the kitchen table, and I look out and I'm like, is the old guy peeing in the bushes? Like he has one bush outside his door, and it was in full bloom, so like it was pretty, like it could cover things up, so he was like standing there peeing in the bush. I was like, come and take a look at this. Is he peeing in the bushes? Like I could just saw him like standing behind the bush for like a suspicious amount of time, and then just pulled his zipper up and went back into the apartment. Like, why did he go outside to pee? I don't know. And my boyfriend was like, yeah, it sure looks like he is. I mean, we do live on the countryside, but I mean, come on. Maybe his toilet wasn't working, I'm not sure. Then next to the old guy lives an old woman. She's also over 80, but she's super active. She looks like she's 70 something, or even like 60 something. She looks so young, and she's just always active, constantly outside, biking, watering her plants, picking weeds between, the tiles and whatnot, and just constantly outside. But she must be over 80, I think, because she has a grandson. She has a grandson that just turned 30 this year, so she must be at least 80. But I haven't really talked to her. She can't hear very well. So she must be quite old, but very active. And then next to her lives She lives a pretty normal life. She's outside gardening, sun tanning, going to work. She's in healthcare, I think, so sometimes she works early mornings and sometimes she works late nights. And I don't really have any tea on her. I don't really have any tea on her. Like any gossip or anything like that. Then next to her lives, I think there's a Finnish man and an Asian woman. Like, the man is a lot older than the woman, obviously. Don't mean to be like stereotypic here, but you know. And but I never see them either. Like, I see this guy leaving for work and coming back in the afternoon, but other than that I never see them. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara, and then we are done for today, I think. So then I also can do a part 2 of my house. Oh gosh, I just poked myself in the eye. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Sheesh. I just poked myself. Where's my beauty blender? Oh, hold on. I can't get the mascara off. Maybe now. There we go. I'm just gonna put on some lip gloss later when I'm out the door. So I hope you enjoyed this video.